we noticed that there was like a bed and there were all candles that were in like the shape of a pentagram. And that's what leads me to believe that this is the book that starts it all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. My name's Dino. Welcome back to Hello Neighbour, Hide and Seek, and welcome to our exploration episode. Today's episode is going to consist of us exploring the hide and seek game, because there are a few things that I want to look closer at. So we shall use ghost mode. Hey. So now we should be able to, yeah, there we go. We can fly through the walls and stuff. So first things first I want to do is I want to check out, you've probably guessed it, the player, or at least us, maybe? From the original game, of course, but is he part of the family? Are we part of the family? Or is this just typically expressing the idea that he lives opposite the neighbour? Like we're led to believe, I guess, in the game. But we always assumed that we were the neighbour's son, which, of course, clearly probably isn't the case, because his son's there and we're playing as the daughter. So it's very, very strange. And I've noticed the little Easter egg elsewhere too. If you listen, you can hear the wife or our mum humming the Super Mario Brothers theme. There you go. But unfortunately, I was kind of anticipating the fact that we're not actually going to be able to find her. Is there anything in the fridge and freezers? No. So we're in the Alpha 2 house, of course, and it's okay, they've not bothered to put anything in this one. But then again, we've only just moved in, so it's bare. We've got our eggs, but this is still so strange. I mean, are we part of the family, or is this just simply emphasizing the fact that us, the player, is living opposite the neighbor? But what's interesting is the kid's house is empty, whereas in my opinion, if we were still to believe that we were a character or a person just living opposite the neighbor and that's it, then wouldn't there be furniture? I find it strange that you can absolutely look through these windows and you can see that there's, of course, no furniture in there. But like they have so much detail. What's that? Oh my god, we got the magnet gun for some reason. Oh, we'll take that. Hey, and it works. But yeah, that's something that we need answering. As our character had like a strop and walked across the road and, oh, I'm sitting over here because I didn't want to move. I mean, he looks happy. I mean, he seems happy. Like, let's have a look. Yeah, he seems happy. Like, he's playing with his imaginary plane crashing. That's morbid. But yeah, that's kind of the one question that I definitely need answering. Now, is there anything particular in... Oh my word, can we turn that off? Can we? No, we can't turn that off at the moment. But I'm going to turn that down in the game. So, it doesn't look like there's any books, or the book that particularly stood out to me. The occult-looking book, which is rather strange. I mean, it was obvious. It was clearly something that was meant to be demonic or satanic, you know. So, that's what I think is a little hint to sit there and suggest that maybe the neighbour and... I don't know, maybe his wife, maybe he's doing it on his own. He's meddling in the occult, and that's what's bringing the evil spirits to his home. As you saw at the end cutscene of... Ow, that's very loud. The end cutscene of hide and seek in general, whereas he was looking through a window. And I imagine it was this window, because look, if we noticed that in the cutscene, this has just occurred to me, we noticed in the cutscene it was a bird that flew away. It looked like a bird at least. And of course, the bird is here, sitting there, looking through the window at the dinner table where we were sat. So there's no spoons or anything like that. It's just the bread. But that's interesting to think that is the bird possessed by the evil to then like be used as a vessel to then look at the family? I don't know. It's really interesting, but I think there's probably going to be some more clues elsewhere. So let's get hunting. Let's have a look around. I mean, looking underneath the map as well, there isn't anything jumping out. But of course, we've got the big grey block that usually has a lot of stuff underneath it. So let's make our way down here and see if we can actually find anything beneath it. Ah, right. Okay, so we found the other game area. Sweet. So in that case, I'm pretty sure we must be able to find the menu screen somewhere. Like, surely that's going to be around here somewhere. Because I want to look at that book. That book, to me, says a lot. So I've been flying around this level for a while, and nothing has stood out as to be sort of like peculiar or weird. Although I'm looking through the rock, the rock face itself, like just to see if there's anything has been placed. Because we know that dynamic pixels, they like putting things in weird places, you know. So it's always fun to see if there's like a shadow or the thing sort of somewhere, but it really doesn't look like it at all. Oh, no. Okay, no. I thought that was something, but of course it's just a movie reel of some sort. Okay, I'm curious as to what's over here, because there's like a weird box over the top of this. Oh, it's nothing particular then. They just looked a bit weird from above, just to see like a lock piece of sort of wood over the top of a cardboard box. So unfortunately, I don't think there's anything really significant in this part of the game. I mean, I'm going to go around the outside and just see if I can actually see anything. But I don't think, personally, anything's going to pop up. Now, see, now I'm on the top. And even here, there doesn't look like there's sort of anything particular. Okay, so even out as far as here, like, I don't really see much else, to be perfectly honest. I've been walking for absolutely ages, and I'm pretty sure there isn't anything else out here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to head back into this little town, and we're going to search every single house and see what we can find. Right, okay, first house. What have we got? We've got an empty void. That's what we've got. Right, let's have a look at this one over here. Oh, this one goes into the house. Yep. Nothing again. Come on, right, third time lucky. Come on. What we got? And more void. God damn it. I mean, come on, developers. You've got to give us something up here, yeah? Anything? God damn it. And it doesn't seem to be anything in the first few houses, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything at all. I mean, why on earth would they leave a magnet gun just sitting there on the road? It's so strange. But then again, it's Hello Neighbor. Everything is strange in the Neighborino universe. Right, no, nothing in this one. This is the end house, isn't it? Yes, right, okay. So at least I knew where I was then anyway. Okay, how about this one? Nothing here. Nothing at all. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, dynamic pixels. You must have left something for us. Let's have a look here. Trees, 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 and more trees and voids. God damn it. It seems all we have left is our own house at the moment. Now, let's have another quick look. Well, I say a quick look. Let's actually have a deep look. See if we can find anything on these shelves, maybe? No? Maybe that satanic book of the occult is in one of the boxes. Not there. I'd like to think he's put it somewhere. That would be pretty cool. Can I pick... Oh, we can pick the shovel up. We can pick that up too. Can we use... Will it work? Wow, it still works. But of course, there's nothing there. Well, the mechanics still work, so that's... Of course, I kind of anticipated it working, I guess. Ah, see, you notice there's no other books that look like that one. So it's definitely there for a reason, you know? There's definitely there for us to see and look at and be aware of. See, none of these books, either here or anything to do with the one that we found in the menu screen. Doesn't seem to be anything on their drawers or even on the bookshelf itself. That's some funky music, neighbor. Anything around these boxes? Neighbor? Huh? What are you hiding, baby? What are you hiding? Has he got anything particular on him? Nope. But we have an invisible wife singing the Super Mario Brothers theme. Man, I'm kind of disappointed I don't seem to be able to find the book. Right, there's nothing. Oh, forgot to even look here. Is there anything? Oh. Oh, right, okay. Doesn't, oh, right, yeah. Doesn't seem to go anywhere, unfortunately. This is interesting. Why does the colour change when we get over here? Because if you noticed as well, at the end cutscene of Hide and Seek, obviously the colour scheme or the colour filter changes when the crow over there is looking through the window. And if you notice when we walk across here, The colour scheme changes. Quite interesting. Don't know where to take that. Are the spooks in this house? I haven't even looked in there, really, have we? In the attic? No, there's nothing in the attic. Anything out the back? There's nothing out the back. I still find this very strange as to why it's completely empty. Find it very peculiar. Now, one of the most interesting things to me about this hide-and-seek game is the one thing that is in this room that, to me, screams and shouts the loudest. If we move over to here, check out this book in the corner. Look at that. What does that look like to you? Now, we pay attention to all of the rest of the books in this area. There is nothing of any sort that resembles this book. Now, to me, this is a book of the occult. It's a book that leads, or is a gateway book, to the paranormal, to another side of our existence, or the plane of existence. It's a book that connects us to the spirit world. Of course, we know that the spirits play a hell of a big role in Hello Neighbor, and all we can do is speculate with what the true story is, because although the full game has been released, there's still some chapters that are needing to be released, and none of us have any clue, other than the developers, as to, we have no clue what the real story is, like, in regards to the Hello Neighbor universe. So, as the menu screen sits, as it is like this, thank you to Greenhouse M13, I got in contact with him, he told me how to debug the camera in this area so I could actually physically move around. But when you just sit here and look, that book is just there. It's deliberately put there for you to see, for us to, well, for instance, for people like myself to make videos about it, to speculate. So we know the neighbor's wife dies in the car crash. Are we 100% sure that the children are also dead? But they're technically missing, to be perfectly honest, as we've also been shown in a reveal trailer just recently that the neighbor is sat in what reminds me of a cabin, sitting there patiently waiting while the daughter walks across the front room, which is really, really odd. Now, it's as if the neighbor is having to hold his own children hostage and is also performing some sort of ritual to bring back his wife, and it's all because of this book. And obviously the thing and the spirits that we see are, I guess, things that are being manifested from this book. To me, I think the neighbor has gone to this book in aid of bringing his wife back, and because he's then gone to the paranormal in the sense probably to sit there and, I don't know, make a deal with the devil in saying, I'll do anything to have my wife return to me. So maybe he has to do something, or sacrifice his children, or like give his children up to the spirits for him to regain his wife back, or he had a deal maybe with the spirits after a ritual and it all went wrong and he's actually gone a bit crazy and has to try and, I don't know, sacrifice his children. But what's also interesting is the book that's laying open right in front of the door, almost like symbolism, as if to sit there and say, this is the way out, or this is us entering the story. Greenhouse messaged me himself and said that underneath there is a symbol that is very, very similar to what we can associate with the occult. Now, we can't get a really good image of it, unfortunately. I really hope that while I'm editing this, I might be able to find the book in the mod side of Hello Neighbor. But we have another strange book. There are two books in this room that are incredibly significant to me. And if we remember as well from the early alphas and the betas and stuff like that, we know that when we escaped through the exit and we went down into the basement level of one of the early builds of Hello Neighbor, we noticed that there was like a bed and there were all candles that were in like the shape of a pentagram. And that's what leads me to believe that this is the book that starts it all. This is what sends the neighbor crazy. This is what causes all the issues in the Hello Neighbor storyline. But yes, guys, that is my theory on why this book is super important in the story of Hello Neighbor, why the developers have put it here for us to completely speculate about, and that we're going to see something along the lines of the neighbor, or even possibly the player, dabbling in the occult that can maybe sort of help the neighbor or it goes all wrong. It's really, really strange. I mean, as well, looking at Act 3 in the full game of Hello Neighbor, when we turn up to our old house, which is the house that's in this game that the boy or ourselves is playing outside of, we turn around and we look and we can see that the Alpha 2 house, which is the house that we are in Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, has all burnt down and is destroyed, and it's surrounded by the Shadow Man and the Thing, you know, the ghosts are there. Does the neighbor dabble in the occult and something happens to the house and it all burns down, and us, all grown up, we want to go back to the house to try and find out what's going on, and because obviously we fall asleep on the couch, we wake up and then we're in like a completely different area with a different house. There's so much to think about. I imagine that Matt Pat, from the Game Theorist, is probably going to tap onto this, and he's got a hell of a lot more time to look into this than what I have. But yes, guys, like I said, this is the reason I believe this book is very important, and it's deliberately been put there by Dynamic Pixels for us to completely speculate about. But guys, thank you for joining me in this video. If you've liked this video, please give me a like. And if you haven't already, why not subscribe? I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of the content that I upload. But I guess until next time, see you later. Bye. Well, you made it to the end of the video. That must mean you like what you saw, right? If you did enjoy it, leave me a like and leave me a comment in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, why not hit subscribe? If you do hit subscribe though, make sure you hit the notification bell, because that tells YouTube that you want to know every time I upload a video or whether I go live or something. Until then, see you later, bye.